Hey, what's up? It's Sifu Kuttel, and in this video, we are going to be pairing up choylifut footwork with Kungfu fan. All right, now before we get into the footwork and the fan work, it's important that you already know the choylifut footwork pattern. And I have a video dedicated completely to that, showing every stance, the footwork, and with good explanation. You can get to that by either clicking above or down below. I'll leave a link in the description. Now, when it comes to using the fan, we are going to have two different hand positions. One is going to be so that we can open and close the fan. To do that, you're going to take the fan and place it in the palm of your hand and then hold on to it. This is specifically a right-handed opening fan, so it will open inward towards the left very comfortably if my thumb and pinky are holding the closest tine or spoke towards me. So if I let go of the fan, it'll naturally drop. You'll be able to discern which side it is if you try to do it from the other side of the fan, or if you're trying to open it with the other hand, it's not going to open up all the way. So if that's the case, what you're going to need to do is grab onto the last spoke, which may be a little bit different or a little uncomfortable for the fan. It may feel a little unnatural, but you should be able to drop it open and then whip it closed again. Do this a few times, you'll get comfortable with it, and then you'll be able to develop some wrist snapping power to really pop it open, which is really useful in the practical context. However, when it comes to striking, snapping with it, thrusting with the fan, it's important that we flip it over. So when we're doing a lot of our practical techniques, we're going to be using the end where everything is bound. So because it's a lot more compact, it delivers a lot more substantial of a strike. So we'll be switching back and forth between the two grips, and we'll be opening the fan a couple of times during this. But let's get to all of that, and then we'll talk a little bit more about how the fan can be used in self-defense and why this was such a common tool in Chinese martial arts. Okay, so as I mentioned, there's going to be some slight deviation from the original footwork, and we're going to start with that right off the bat. So rather than doing like a horse stance and a forward thrust, we're going to be jumping into a wedge stance or a drop stance. So let's go over that footwork. We'll add the fan in the hands later. So what I want you to do is start from feet together. Take a step forward with your right foot. Okay, so kind of a natural thing. Step, and then as you start shifting the body weight forward, we're going to change this into another step. But this particular step is going to be with a cross step. The foot is going to be pointing out towards the front, and then I keep my hips more or less forward, okay? So again, we'll step, step, okay? Now, it's gonna seem a little weird, but I want you to take this second step by really raising up your leg, okay? So if I'm stepping towards you, again, I have step, raise this leg, and then step, toes pointing sideways. All right, one more time, right foot, big raise, left foot, and then we're gonna step out and slide into our stance with our right foot, okay? So you see we get into that wedging stance. So again, step, 1, up, 2, slide, 3, okay? If we're going towards this corner, step, lift, slide, okay? Now, let's turn this into a jump. That lift is going to be our jump itself. So we're going off of our right foot and then hopping onto our left foot and then sliding out with the right foot again, okay? So again, I step, jump, slide, okay? Now, once you have this down, this step, jump, slide, it's time to add the hands. We're gonna start with the open fan. And what we're going to do is bring our hands out so that they're palm up. Both of our hands are palm up. Bring your hands down, up and over, and then center, almost like doing a salute, a Kung Fu salute. And then we'll thrust the fan forward so it's nice and flat. And then our other hand is going to press straight up, okay? So again, palms up, down, over, thrust. Again, palms up, down, over, they combine, and then thrust. It's okay to pause right here, where you get your left palm behind your right hand. This is not a problem, okay? You don't have to rush through the motion. So think of this as 2 steps. 1, 2. Now let's combine it with that footwork. So I will start with my step. As I step with my right foot, my hands come down. Step, cross and center, slide and extend, okay? If I'm going towards this corner, step, up and over, slide, okay? The timing of the hands is going to be during our jump itself, and the higher you jump, the more air time you have, and it's easier just to bring your hands to this position. So let's add the jump. I step, bring the hands down, jump, 1, 2, 3, okay? Nice and easy there. Again, we start with the hands, palms up, step, jump, extend, okay? So this is our first position. Now we've started. Okay, so again, we'll start, step, jump, thrust. From this position, we are going to step away and close the fan. So think of this as like a back fist technique, vertical back fist, and we're going to close the fan here. Be careful, this is an easy one to throw your fan, okay? So make sure you have a good grip on it. So again, I step forward, jump, thrust. Now I'm going to keep my hand up as I step away, close the fan, and I'm going to toss and turn it over, okay? So you can think of this as a strike, but you can also think of this as just closing your fan and then getting it to an actual good striking position, okay? So again, from the beginning, open fan, jump, extend, stepping away, close, toss and catch. We're going to unwind. Left hand is going to scoop, grab out towards the outside. Think of grabbing their wrist or their hand out of the way, and then we're going to hit them in the temple with a nice snapping strike. So right here, 1, 2, okay? So again, we've crossed, we tossed, you catch, turn, 1, 2, okay? From the top, again, open fan, jump, thrust, stepping away, close, catch, turn, 1, 2. Now from here, we have that retreating footwork and out to the side. As we do that, we're going to use the choylifut now technique, okay? The anchor hand, or sometimes called the dragon hand, okay? If you don't know how to do this, you can either do a tiger claw or just have your hand turn outward. That's fine, okay? But this is all about an outward block with extra rotation at the end, okay? Now from this position, I'm going to bring it from underneath my arm as I step back, okay? So from here, under my arm as I step back, my other hand is going to set the fan on my hip, and I step out to the side, straightforward thrust, right to that throat, or up to the face. It's up to you. You have the choice. Okay, so again, from underneath, 1, out to the side, 2. Okay, so again, from the very top, we have open fan, jump, thrust, close, toss, catch, turn, hit, 1, 2, from underneath, straight thrust. Now for this next part, we're going to advance back in using our dainty ma stance, and we're going to come up from the outside. So we cross the body, and then we're going to be attacking. Our first one, where we did the grab, we attacked from the same side, or right side. For this one, we're going to attack from the left side. Now you can think of this as 2 different things, either a quick wrist flick to hit them in the head, or you can keep the wrist solid, grip firm, and then we're actually going to use this to gouge. You can go to the underneath the arm, to the ribs, or up to the throat and the head. Up to you. Again, from here, stepping forward, and then we're going to bring the fan up and across. Now, this next part is really quick. We're going to shift back, press down. So think of after I throw this strike, maybe they blocked and they're going to try to counter, or they grabbed onto my hand. I'm going to use a covering palm, press down, my hand drops back so that I can step forward to a horse stance and hammer with the back end of the fan. Think straight in towards the face. This is just like if you had a hammer and they had a nail right here on their forehead. You want to hammer it straight in. It's not so much to hammer straight down, okay? Keep that in mind. Again, from the top, open fan, jump, thrust, close, toss and catch, turn, 1, 2, back, 1, 2, forward, hit, shift back, and then hit. Nice curve here. You can see the rhythm as I press, my arm comes back so I can advance forward and finish the strike. Now we're going to deviate one more time. So from this position, I'm going to toss and catch so that the fan is ready to open again, but we're not going to open it just yet, okay? What I'm going to do is a jump and spin. We're going to make it fancy, okay? And I'm going to be going towards my left, which is towards you. So I toss and catch. I'm going to step, swing, turn, and then open the fan out towards the side. If I was facing towards you for this technique, I clear, move back, come up, and then hammer. I toss and catch, and now I'm going to be moving over towards the side. I will step left, start swinging to get me into motion, right jumps, left jumps, and then open at the end, okay? So if I'm facing this way, and I hit, I toss and catch, get it ready to open, left, swing, right, left, open, okay? A little bit more speed on that one. You're gonna see it from here. It's a 1, 2, step, 3, okay? Now, this puts us to the side, the fan is open, and this is where we're going to start over again. So I will step right foot, drop the hands, jump forward, extend, turn around. We have 1, 2, underneath, thrust, from the outside, press, hammer, turn it around, jump, open, and again, I start into this, okay? And that's the entire footwork pattern. Okay, so there you have it. This is a nice little blend. Even with the short footwork routine, we get a nice blend of practical striking and some open, fancy positions. Now, when it comes to using the fan as a tool for self-defense, you have to remember that this is a common carry item, especially back in the old days when these martial arts were created, but even currently now, you'll find people that carry around fans in hotter climates for when they go out into public, or if they're on public transportation, or areas where there's no air conditioning. They will have a fan so that they can cool themselves off. So it is a very useful tool. And even in modern times. But when it comes to self-defense, we cannot try to rely on the fancy side of things. And that's why I think it's really important, if you're training the fan, and you look even in this footwork pattern, there's 2 times that we open the fan. And then compared to that, there's 6 or 7 techniques that we do with the closed fan, and it should be that way. The majority of your time, especially if you're going to be using this for self-defense, you should have the fan in this position. Close it, use it as a short stick. And especially like this, because this has all of the spokes bound right here. So it's very compact, it's very dense. When you strike with this, it actually has a good amount of power. If you were to hold the fan in this position, you can still strike with it, but you're risking a few things. Number one, if you hit in a position where the fan can open up, it may distribute, so you may not have the full coverage of the strike. And number two, if you're hitting where the fabric is, this acts as a cushion. So this will absorb some of that pressure and it will actually take power away from your strike. So depending on the situation itself, if your fan is, if you don't have time to turn your fan around, yes, this will work, but this will work best. Okay. Now, as far as opening the fan goes, think of this as more for the demonstration and fancy side of things. If you've ever seen my videos, you know I'm a stickler on this one. I do not find open fan techniques to be practical. They're useful for training. We can develop wrist power when we're snapping open and close the fan. But when it comes down to the classic, what they do in every movie where they open the fan, close it and punch, that will work once, maybe. And to boot, if you're blocking your opponent's vision, you're also blocking your vision of your opponent. So perhaps they guard up and you waste your sneaky attack. Okay, don't waste your time, just turn it over and start hitting them. Now, that's all I'm going to say as far as using a fan for self-defense. Again, this is quite a practical thing, and it's not something where you have to sneak around with a fan. Like I said, in warmer climates around the world, this is actually quite a common utility. So this would be part of your everyday carry, and it could be quite practical in many ways. Now, if you enjoyed this video, I have an entire playlist of different styles of Kung Fu and different weapons of Kung Fu, plus the choylifut footwork. So check out that playlist, as well as I have an entire playlist dedicated to the fancier side of fan techniques. As much as you heard me talk down about it, there's a lot of cool ways that we can turn the fan around and do hand changes, do palm spins, do finger spins, and things like that. So check out that playlist. You can learn all of those things, but also remember, when it comes to practical side, turn it around. Okay, that's all I'm going to say for this video. I hope you enjoyed the footwork. I hope you enjoyed this session, and I will see you in the next video.